and welcome back. I've never done a video like this, mostly because I haven't dressed up for Halloween since I was probably in middle school, and that is weird because I went to a party school, but I was never interested in Halloween and I would always end up going home to see my family. So this year, I don't know what possessed me to want to dress up, especially given the fact that we're in a pandemic and I actually have absolutely no plans. But I figured we would do a Princess Jasmine from Aladdin transformation. She's probably the only princess or Disney characters I've ever even slightly felt represented in. So this was an easy choice. The package came yesterday. I ordered the costume from Amazon and I wanted to wait till I was with all of you before opening it so we could have like an honest reaction. And I'm kind of nervous because I don't know if it's going to fit. I think I say that every time I make a package order, but okay, this is the costume. This was $50, which I don't know if that's a lot because again, I don't think I've ever bought a costume. The last costume I had was probably a cat, and before that I was a child, so my mom probably bought it for me. So this is my first adult costume, so I figured, you know, it would be worth it. The quality, the material feels really nice. Material, but it feels really thin, so I mean, not that honestly there's much coverage anyways, but it's such a beautiful color. Okay, these are the pants. I actually don't know where the front of it is. They have like a built-in underwear, so that's interesting. These are the pants. Then they have like the open leg cutouts. They have the headband, and this is a top that I'm praying fits my boot. Since we've already established that I do not know how really to do makeup, I'm going to tell you all how my sister got coronavirus and what's been going on the past week while I do this makeup look, and then I could put the details of what I use in the description. So let's get started with the tea. I'm gonna get ready and then sit in my apartment and do meetings and do class stuff and then wipe it off. So this is really all for you because I've just really been liking making these videos and talking to all of you because I don't know all of you, but a bitch has been lonely in this freaking pandemic. So where do I start with the story about my sisters? So if you don't know, I have two younger sisters. One of them, we all went to the University of Oregon for undergrad, but currently one of them is a junior at the University of Oregon, and she is a biology major at University of Oregon. Opened up, and since she has labs, she had to go to in-person classes. Okay, my sister has a roommate who's been her best friend for years, and this said roommate that shall not be named was not doing what one should be when in a pandemic, as in she was going to parties and not telling my sister that she was going to these parties. So my sister didn't know that she was jeopardizing her health and risking getting COVID, because when this roommate wouldn't be home, my sister would just assume that she was with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend plays an interesting role in this story. So my sister's roommate gets coronavirus, as one does when not respecting the fact that we are in a pandemic, and she continues to do what one should not be doing. I don't think she even told my sister where she knew that she had it, so she was home for days just risking my sister's life and seeing her boyfriend, etc. Upon my sister finding out that her best friend and roommate had coronavirus, she said that obviously her friend needs to self-quarantine. My sister went to go get tested immediately, and she asked that her boyfriend not come over during this time because she doesn't want other people getting exposed. So her friend got really offended about that and decided to go quarantine in a hotel, and her boyfriend went to join her, but her boyfriend was breaking quarantine to go back to his apartment and risking exposing all of his roommates. So her boyfriend got coronavirus, my sister got coronavirus, and her boyfriend, the roommate's boyfriend, is continuing to not self-quarantine, continuing to risk exposing his two roommates. What has me even more frustrated than how this roommate risked my sister's life is the fact, or how poorly, I guess, the University of Oregon has handled the response. So if you don't know, I am studying healthcare, and the reason I decided to study healthcare is because I hate the healthcare system in America. Always have as a child. Ever since I've been interacting with the healthcare system as a child, I've freaking hated it, and I think this whole situation's only made it worse. So the University of Oregon is not doing free testing. I've gotten 4 COVID tests. I haven't done anything to really expose me, but I've just been very paranoid, and especially when I was home in Oregon, when I was with my parents, I got tested 3 times just to be safe. But all of those tests were free, and when I came back to New York, Columbia did mandatory free testing for everybody. As everyone should be doing, is free testing. We're in a freaking pandemic. But the University of Oregon is not doing free testing, and my sister was told that this test was going to cost her anywhere from $100 to $400 per test. She had to get tested twice. The first time was negative, and the second time was a positive. And if you've been seeing what's going on with coronavirus, you would understand how fucked up that is, because when there's a $400 test in order for people to find out they have coronavirus, nobody's going to get fucking tested. Obviously, the University of Oregon doesn't want their case numbers going up, so they don't want people to be finding out they have coronavirus. So it makes sense why they would have these rules and regulations in place, like not doing free mandatory testing. But that's not okay. That's not okay. Nobody should have to pay $100 to $400 to find out whether or not they have a disease that has killed over 200,000 people. The least the university could do after opening up and asking all the students to come back and risk their lives is offer free testing. Like, I just feel like that's a given. My sister was asked to quarantine even longer than this roommate who first tested positive. She's not allowed to see anyone until the end of October. She has been quarantined and obviously respected the quarantine, hasn't been seeing anybody, but that meant that she couldn't go to work, she can't go to class, and her labs are in person, so she's worried about her grades. And it hurts my heart that we're in a pandemic, and my sister's like first thought when finding out she had COVID was starting to worry about how this was going to affect her grades. Like, that is so fucked. And it makes me so angry that this roommate knew and exposed her selfishly, then continued to expose other people, and that her boyfriend lied to his roommates about where he was, told him he was going to go get tested while actually he was going to go see her, and knew for days that he had coronavirus before telling them anything. And I really feel like that should be illegal. Like, why isn't this illegal? Because you're risking killing somebody. Like, people are dying. You're risking killing many people because you don't want to quarantine. It makes me so mad that people are just allowed to do this. And it makes me so mad that my sister did everything right. My sister didn't go to any parties. My sister didn't like act irresponsibly. All she did was go to class, go to work, go to her apartment, and that she still got it. That makes me just, oh, it's infuriating. I don't really wear eyeliner. The thing with me, every time I feel like I wear eyeliner like this, like not for a Halloween costume, but like in general, so if I like go out and like do my eyeliner like this, I feel like the fetishization as a Middle Eastern woman is on a whole nother level. Please let me know if anybody else watching this could resonate, like that resonates with anybody else. But like, people are already creepy, but I swear every time I would do my eyeliner, like a cat wing whatever eyeliner or like this inner thing, like the creepy men just come out of the woodworks at an even higher rate. I'm sorry this video has turned into a rant. It just is so frustrating to me that people could be so careless and so selfish, and I genuinely think it should be illegal to be risking giving people a disease that could kill them intentionally. Like, please, if you're watching this and there's any chance you might have coronavirus, please go get tested. And if it turns out that you do, please stay at home. Please wear your mask. Please do not go to parties that are not like up to CDC standards. Like, I can't even imagine how things are gonna be once the holidays happen. Like, everybody's going to do stuff that they shouldn't be, and I'm so worried about the future. I'm so worried about the future. I hope everyone's gotten their flu shots. Please get your flu shots. And please vote. Please, for the love of God, please vote. I won't tell you who to vote for, but just know a vote for Trump is a vote against every immigrant you know, every woman that you know, every person of color that you know, every black person that you know, every trans person that you know, every LGBTQIA person that you know, period. You cannot support Trump and say that you care for any of those people or have any of those people in your life that you say that you love. It's just as simple as that. And I know a lot of people don't really get into politics in their videos, but staying apolitical is something we can no longer afford, honey. That is a privilege we can no longer afford because people are dying. I can't even go on social media without seeing like the latest fucked up shit. Did you see like Nigeria this week, Armenia last week? All like, people have had enough around the world, and people are just sick of these corrupted systems ruining their lives as they should be. So let's put on the costume. I'm kind of nervous. Let's see.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me.
This is the final look. These parts are a little bit scratchy, but it fits so much better than I thought it would. These are a little bit tight on my thighs, but besides that, I would recommend, and I will leave the link for the costume in the description below because it's from Amazon. So you'll hopefully have enough time to order it if you want to dress like Princess Jasmine too. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.